Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes! We are back with a brilliant Lost in Random on the PlayStation 5, and I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, in the previous video we got into a battle with Royam and we defeated him and finally reclaimed Seymour's eyes. We came back to the courtyard, we gave Seymour his eyes back, and he has finally upgraded Dicey, so Dicey now has the ability to roll a 3, which is both useful in battles because we can now roll higher numbers and defeat enemies easier, and also it's useful because we can now get through the door to freedom. So that's pretty much what we did in the previous video. Oh, and we also spoke to little Joe and told him that we rescued the second version of him, because I don't think it's his twin sister, I think it's like another version of him. Sort of like with the Mayor and Royam, everyone in this world has got two versions of themselves in two tans. So we also told little Joe that we rescued the other version of him and he gave me some money as a reward. So let's pick up Dicey, let's roll a 3 and let's head to the beautiful world of Threedom, where there is currently a civil war going on. So that should be very fun.
The girl was a long way from home, about to enter the land of 3. Who knew what adventures awaited her there? The answer is me. I do. I'm the narrator. But for Even and Dicey, the adventure was just beginning. And Even's sister was still out there, somewhere, lost in random.
Beautiful. Heard enough? I didn't know you could skip dialogue with the X button. Oh yeah, one thing I do want to mention, I feel like when you do, I don't know if I'm getting this completely wrong, but when you do these sections, I feel like you're playing as odd. You're not actually even. I think even is like watching odd. I don't know, it's very odd what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like these scenes are actually you being even. I feel like you switch over to odd. So yeah, I think that makes a bit more sense. That's why in that previous dream we was being insulted, because that was all of the Sixers insulting Odd when she arrived in the Six land. So yeah, I think during these bits you might be playing as Odd, even though you look like Even, but they are sisters. But yeah, I think these bits you actually play as Odd, or you're living some of Odd's like memories or something. I think that's what happens in these bits. Did that dice just get bigger? Yeah, it did, because I'm now walking slower. This is the Queen's Black dice, ain't it? Apparently the only remaining dice. She hasn't met my dear friend Dicey yet. She's going to be livid. The Queen's going to be livid. Because I think she's the one that killed all of the dices and all of the dice wielders. And she's now the only person with a dice that controls the world with her stupid rolls. Yeah, we definitely are playing as Odd at the moment. Or at least reliving Odd's memory as Even, possibly. Are these the 6 realms? Oh yeah, that's Onecroft, ain't it?
It looks just like I remember. Even.
Yeah, so we are playing as Odd then. Okay.
It's amazing anyone can live inside that chaos.
Is that Freedom? So maybe I was supposed to have clicked this one first. Is this 2 tans? Yeah, there's got to be 2 tans, ain't it?
Is that part upside down?
Yep, that's 2 tans alright, with our good friend Mayor Royam. And that's Freedom over there where we're heading to. The chaos is obviously referring to the civil war that's currently going on between the triplets. Then we've got this one over here, which I think this was Forberg, wasn't it?
What happened here?
I've got no idea. I ain't been to Forberg. And then I guess this is 5 Tropolis, where the card makers live.
Mum used to tell me stories about the card makers. I wonder if they were true.
Well, I mean, the cards are real, so I'm sure the story was real. And I guess this is Sixtopia. Look at that dice. Like a pyramid with a dice on top. God damn.
home, I guess.
Don't touch that!
You mustn't ever touch that odd. Ever. Never touch it again.
I didn't break anything. But what's this model of Sixtopia for? Why do you have it?
I have it because I desire it, Odd. You're 12. There are things you don't understand yet. Anyway, forget it. Because I have something for you, Odd. Something special.
Ooh, what is it? Can I have it? I don't want a gift from you. Yeah, say that because the Queen sucks. I don't want a gift from you.
That rudeness. That's your Wonder Origins showing. Don't worry. We'll break you of that yet.
Break?
And it's not a gift. It's something to be earned. But for now, go on, try it. I had it made just for you.
Above even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Odd on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away!
Well, I don't think something that big is going to get away. It's not exactly hard to follow. Is the Queen turning Odd into like her... You want to get any closer to the screen, Dicey? Is the Queen turning Odd into like her successor? Because that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's not going to be good. By the time we find Odd, she's going to be completely brainwashed. That's not going to be good, is it? Oh, look. Sweet. See, every time you start a new level in any video game, you've got to look behind you, because they always add a secret. Every developer in the world is a bloody troll. There's always a collectible right at the start of the level, because you start the level and the first thing you do is run forward. But no, you should always walk backwards, because there's some hidden area. Crash Bandicoot, Lost in Random, Sackboy A Big Adventure, all the flipping games, especially platformers, always walk backwards.
Not today, spider monster.
You're acting very aggressive, Even. I know you're a badass with Dicey, but I don't think we can take down one of those big spider robots. Especially with your little catapult. Oh, look.
You! Oh, wait!
Sort of get like a Bioshock Infinite vibe from those spiders. I definitely should play Bioshock 1 on this channel one day. Bioshock was amazing. Another game with a fantastic story. I won't spoil it because that game is the story is very important. Ah, here we go. I think there's going to be a little cutscene that plays now.
Did you see those robots? What do you mean you've seen bigger?
Okay, it wasn't a cutscene then. I thought when you saw those robots there was going to be a cutscene. Look at them. That is so flipping cool, ain't it? Should let me control one of those bad boys. Oh man, I really do love this game. I know I keep saying it, but I do really love this game. Music's very nice in this area as well. A bit different to the other places we've been. Getting quite a bit of money. How much money we got at the moment? 625. We could probably get quite a few cards with that. Is there a pot there? Lovely. Oh, yeah, there's definitely going to be a cutscene there.
I always knew I was a sixer at heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey, where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A sixer child is missing! I repeat, a sixer is missing. I can be rewarded. Rest rules by the grace of the Queen.
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! Of course we should help him. He'll be eaten alive out here.
The spider seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on! We've got to find him!
Oh, yes, yes. Time was of the essence. I was done anyway.
Oh, lovely. Well, it's a good job that it was Bernard that had broke out of the gondola and was making a run for it, because if it was Lucky that was breaking out of the gondola and needed our help, I sure as hell wouldn't be helping Lucky, because Lucky is a bitch. Lucky's also on the gondola. I guess she's been taken from Onecroft by the spider, and she's rolled a 6. But that means Bernard also rolled a 6. And she was giving shit to Bernard and the other kid when we first met them, I think in part 2 of this playthrough. So damn, see, how'd you feel? That means you are equal to Bernard, Lucky, and I bet you're not happy about that, are you? Okay, right, well, let's go find Bernard. And he should know where my sister is anyway, shouldn't he? Hopefully. Because at the moment, we just seem to be aimlessly travelling through each city hoping to find her. Following that strange ghost.
Threedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father, 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
Okay. So, always Manny talking in the background, isn't there? Always flashing me. Always opening up his cupboard and flashing me. Okay, let me come over here for a minute so we don't hear all these characters talking. So pretty much, the father of these triplets was murdered, and these 3 triplets each suspect that one of them killed their father. So they're at war at the moment, and the Queen has given them each a battle droid that they can use to settle their differences. And then I think each day the Queen does 1 roll, and whichever of the 3 triplets gets the highest number, they get to take a turn with their battle droid and attack the other 2's droids, but only once a day. Because you'll notice as we make our way through this battleground and stuff, and we sort of change the course of the battle and do all the things that we're going to do, lots of characters will be very confused that the battle droids have had more than one turn today and stuff like that. Similar to how the Queen always rolls a 2 in 2 turns, and then it gives everyone the 2 personalities. Pretty much the Queen just ruins the world. That's what the Queen does, as you've probably already gathered. But let's have a few chats with a few people. There's going to be a lot of side missions in Threedom, but they're all very they're very generic missions, like find missing people and stuff like that. The kinds of missions that you would expect to find in like a war-torn district. But let's go speak to Nishka, so maybe she'll shut up. Nishka's going to be very important to this this part of the story. Very important.
The attack has begun! The king must be saved!
What king? I thought he was killed.
What? Identify yourself, stranger!
I'm Even. Who are you?
I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war.
The king you mentioned, is that who you used to protect?
Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember?
Right. Well, Nishka, I need to go.
What? How did you know my name?
You told it to me a few seconds ago.
What? I've never seen you before in my life. The king! Protect the king from danger!
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay. Woo, woo.
Wow, it's pretty cold in here and dark too.
Well, that wasn't creepy at all, was it? But yeah, I think Nishka has got amnesia and doesn't remember many things, but she's going to be very important to the story in Threedom. But not just yet. First things first, let me quickly go and speak to this dude around here, because it looks like they've got a side mission for me. And then we will go and find out what the hell happened to Bernard. Looked like he got flipping eaten by a wolf or something. And it wasn't me.
This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose.
It looks like it's seen better days. What a weird thing to own.
Everything's owned by someone. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are.
A bunch of snobs. That must be nice for you. I don't really care about nobility.
You're the only one here like that, I assure you. It belonged to the triplets, and before then, it belonged to the Lord or King of Threedom, before his murder.
You knew the king? You know the triplets?
Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me.
But it's not too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield when I'm literally a little girl that isn't even at the age of 12 yet. I'm probably like 10 or 11. But it's perfectly fine for me to go looking for your missing relative and tell them that you miss them. Yeah, that's perfectly fine for a child to do. Not a fully grown, like, catfish or whatever the hell you're supposed to be. There must be catfishes. The ones with 2 tentacles on their lips, whiskers I should say, are definitely catfish. But these guys with like the 7 or 8 tentacles, maybe they're just like, maybe they're like weird toxic waste infected catfish. Look at, man, you look so sad. You alright? How you feeling? You okay? Excuse me, have you seen any kids? I'm looking for, oh, okay, never mind. I'm looking for a missing boy in 6er uniform. Have you seen him?
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this?
Oh, top of the morning to you, Paddy. She's Irish. He's a friend in trouble and I'm worried. None of your business. That's a bit aggressive.
Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child.
Didn't answer the question, did she? So, have you actually seen any kids running around?
Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand.